Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Mason the Mason. In this video, I'm pouring this little pad here. So yeah, it'll be fun. The truck showed up. Ready to go. Now I have to find a new career. That's not happening to me. Huh? I have to find a new career.
You work everything out.
So basically, all you need to pour is a rake or come along mag. I use a Darby and the street. That's everything you need to place it. So basically what I'm gonna do is pour a bunch out, rake her around, and then get my benches established. Do what I said, put the benches up and screw her back to where the truck's at. I'm gonna put it in time lapse so you don't have to watch this whole thing. You'll be able to see pretty good what I'm doing. I'll slow it down. So we're starting to pour here, and he goes along the building there for my wet bench. Then I mag it down with the Darby so I have enough space. Then we go and start filling it in. I'm not too worried about the form edges because I can get them good. And then once you get those benches established, you can just pull it back. And so I rake it pretty close to level, get my benches ready, pull back the screed, and that's pretty much it. I always rub behind it too to make it flat. That's pretty much it for concrete. I mean, there's some tricks to it, you know, but it just takes some practice. And yeah, you just clean up the whole thing. There's me getting the slip, cleaning her up. That's that. Alright, I got her all poured. I'm going to be fighting these leaves. I don't know if you just saw that fall down, but it's alright. Today I'm doing something different. I'm not doing my swirls. I'm doing a straight brim finish. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm just going to bull float it real light. And then got to go along the building this a ways because, you know, you want to seal that edge up. But, alright, here we go. So it's a little wet. I left a lot of lines. You know, just a tip. If you ever go buy a bull float, don't get a square one. Get a rounded one. I just got this because I needed one, and I'm gonna go buy a rounded one because it leaves a bunch of lines up in the concrete. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go touch the edges up, edge it, and then let it sit for a while and hit it again. So the only thing I know to do with these square ones is to just let it get hard, and then it leaves less lines in it. So I just hit it again with a bull float. It's looking much more flat, you know, not as many lines cutting through there. So now I'm just gonna let it set up a little more, and then I'm gonna hit it with my Fresno, which is just like a thin bull float. And I gotta get on my knee boards and go out across there and smooth all that out against the house, and so it looks good. I'm also gonna take a brush sideways there so all the cream is filled in on the edges, you know what I mean? So I'll show you all that. So I took my knee boards out along here and I magged and brushed. You can see the brush. I went this way just so all the cream's filled in. And then I Fresnoed it again to cover up my mudboard tracks real well. Now I'm gonna edge it one more time and clean it up, and it's ready to brush. So the most important thing is keep them pulls straight, and if you notice I wash the brush out every time, that way I don't leave any boogers on it. And yeah, so then pull it straight, keep doing that. But as you can see here, I finished it, and then I noticed that it was a little too wet over there, even though it was in the sun, so I had to re-Fresno it, which sucked. And yeah, then you take that little brush, touch up the edges, and I had to redo it again because it sucked. So it was really challenging over there for some reason. So where I started wasn't bad, you know, it was a good thing going there. But then it started to get really rough out here, so I had to redo it. And now in the sun, I could do that part, but this part is really wet for some reason. All right, I finally got her. That took a lot longer than I thought it would have. But it's a finished product. Got a little bit of cream on there, but that stuff will just knock off. But that's it. I'm ready to seal it, and then I'm gonna take these forms off. Got her sealed up. Now all I gotta do is clean up the forms and clean up that pile of concrete. Come back later and saw cut this. That's it for right now. I'll be back later to put a saw cut through the middle of that, and that's it for this job. All right, so I just finished cutting it. You know, the sun's starting to set. My usual right now. After this one, I'm probably gonna have to start cutting the next day. It's getting cold out. I was wearing jeans and a sweatshirt most of the day, but the sun beat down on it pretty good. So there's the finished product. You can see it was a really weird finish here. So like everything was really wet, right? I was having a problem. Like over there it was real wet, but right there it was hard as hell. So that's why it looks like that. So it'll all blend eventually, but that part was really hard for some reason when I was finishing. But tomorrow I'll be laying stone, so you know, next video coming out will be a stone job. So yeah, thanks for watching. You got any questions, just leave them in the comments. Be happy to answer them.